dude.
Yeah, even Sean O'Malley, I just watched that fight with him. I'm like, bro, there's some bad motherfuckers on earth.
There are some bad motherfuckers on earth.
I feel like they need to be in the military. For
It's
sure.
different. Those are bad motherfuckers too, but it's a different world, different type of being a bad motherfucker. There's one thing to do it for a sport. It's a dangerous sport. There's another thing to do it in defense of your country, and that is a lot more intense.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. But
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I feel like I've seen some motherfuckers in the military and like I seen them cry. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like this dude just yelled at you and you tripping on that. You know?
Just because they're emotional.
Yeah.
They want to do well. Those are the kind of guys you want.
Nah.
Wanting to do well so much.
Nah.
No, so you're saying they were crying because they were broken down?
Yeah, just pushes. Like, bro, fucking be like, you know what I'm saying? Let your nuts hang, bro. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, what you're saying, I completely agree. Then there's some people, and it's like, why are you on infantry?
Well, they probably did it because they thought they wanted something to toughen them up. There's a lot of people like that. They feel like they don't have any discipline. They'll just join the military. I felt like that when I was 18.
Really?
Yeah, when I was 18, the Army had a Taekwondo team, and I was going to join the Army Taekwondo team because I wanted to be able to train. And in the Army, they had a legitimate organized team that they would send to tournaments. There was this dude, Clay Barber. He fought for the U.S. Army team, and I remember he was like real good, like one of the top guys in the country.
Sick.
And I wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this dude's in the Army. Maybe I'll join the Army. And then I talked to a recruiter. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you talking about? And also, like, you don't get, just because, you know, you're a state champion or won the U.S. Open, whatever I had won at the time, I'd won a bunch of tournaments. There was no guarantee that they were going to have me compete for the Army's team, and then they might just fucking send me to Iraq.
Right,
you know?
right.
I didn't know where I was going, and I was like, this is not, I don't like this.
Can you help me? Can you help me find this book? I believe it's called Through the Barbed Wire or Through Barbed Wire. It's about this dude. He's from Belgium, and as a kid, he had heart problems, he had asthma, all this stuff that would just hold him back from everything, like being able to just go outside and have fun. And when he was like 7 or 8 years old, it just all disappeared. And he went into Taekwondo or karate or something, and eventually that one thing led to another, and he's in fucking Bangkok fighting underground fighters. And bro, it's him. It's a book about his life, and he's fighting this dude taller than him, and he says he was like, he didn't know how to dominate this man. He's just a giant ass motherfucker. He said he jumped up on the back of him, fucking bit him on the side of his neck, and he said he fucking shoved his hand in that hole where he bit and fucking ripped his neck.
Jesus Christ.
Underground Bangkok fight, Belgium dude. Probably like 5'8".
There's a bunch of people that are doing that shit now, and you can find videos of it online. They're having these street fights where they'll pay people more money if you bite a chunk off the dude. So dudes are biting chunks off dudes' ears and faces and shit.
But this was then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying it's still going on.
Yeah, but I think he did this like to survive. This wasn't about money. Like he had to win the fight, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do believe that though. I believe that there's places like I feel like there's places out right now that they just snatch people up and then they'll put them. You ever seen the movie Hostel? Mm-hmm. I think that's real.
Oh, that's real. Yeah. We were talking about what they used to do. It's called Shanghaiing someone. They used to take people and they would drug them, and then they'd wake up on a boat and you had to go to work. They would send you off to China. They send you off to Shanghai.
To work?
Yeah. They would kidnap people and force them into slave labor.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They called it Shanghaied. You get Shanghaied.
Listen to this. This dude was smoking. He was in a cabin with his buddy in Alaska, somewhere where it's snowing. And him and his buddy were smoking. He said, this is how, because, you know, dreams, like when you dream, a dream is probably like 8 seconds long at most. And he said that fucking, he was smoking with his buddy and he hit this weed and he just fell out. Boom, hit the floor. And when he woke up, he was completely soaking wet and inside of a boat. And these people were like, bro, are you okay? You good? Like, you almost drowned. Are you good? And he's like, who the fuck are y'all? I don't know who the fuck y'all are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm your best friend. This is your wife, all this and that. He was like, bro, I don't know who the fuck y'all are, like, at all. And then, you know, 2 years passed, 3 years passed, and he's like, I still don't know who the fuck y'all are. Like, I'm sorry. And 5 years passed, 6 years passed, and he's like, I don't know. I guess this is reality. You know, fuck it. Like, I guess I was tripping maybe. And then 8 years passed. And one day he's just sitting there and he fucking falls out. And when he falls out, he wakes up, and he wakes up in that cabin. And his homeboy was like, bro, are you good? You were out for like 5 seconds. Lived a whole 8 year span in 5 seconds.
I have a friend of mine on a podcast. He smokes salvia.
Wow.
He smoked salvia on a podcast and went into a dark hole. And he said he lived a whole nother life. He lived another life. He had relationships. He had jobs.
Wow.
Didn't he say he lived underwater? Did he say he lived underwater?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was underwater years straight, I think.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then he came back.
That's how crazy the mind is.
And you see him coming back. He's like, what happened?
And this was right here.
What's that?
When he was coming back, he was struggling to breathe air because he learned to breathe
Water.
underwater.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that sounds insane. It sounds insane. But this guy was saying that he was there for like months.
Oh,
like
yeah.
6 months. That he lived a life. He had relationships. He had jobs.
I believe it.
And that was his life for 6 months. Then all of a sudden he came back. Like, I think there might be neighboring dimensions where time moves differently and you can access them through psychedelics.
Yes.
I think that's possible.
What it's going on right now, we're just not tapped in.
Exactly.
I was talking to my buddy Fee about this. He brought it up. He was like, it's going on right now.
Yeah.
You know, like those things you see, we're just not tapped into it.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the big theories about aliens, is that they're here all the time.
Would you smack an alien down? No, it's not.
Behind the barbed wire, World War II, U.S. Marine captured North China, 1941.
Nah, no, sir.
Imprisoned by the Japanese until 45. Holy shit.
That sounds insane, though, but that's not it. Barbed wire, maybe? He's a bald dude, bald white man, shredded.
Yeah.
He's not big enough, just lean and shredded.
I think
He was a Purple Heart, right? Or no, not Purple Heart. He was in the Europe military. Don't they purple sleeves or something like that? He was something, man. Fuck. There was a story where he dressed up like a woman, and because he's in the military, so they're all fucking these hoes out there in these lands and shit, And he said that his boy was at this club, went to the restroom with one of the whores, and he said he's in there forever. He's like, man, I'm gonna check on my boy. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, he goes in there and he's like, hey, y'all good? Don't hear nothing. He sees a girl and he said he just felt like something was off. And he said he fucking kicked that door and started beating the shit out the bitch because she had a fucking a knife to his balls and was like robbing him. Like, bitch, I'm finna fucking,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Went in there and beat the shit out the bitch, There was another story. He fucking...
How was he? He was dressed like a woman? So he dressed like a woman to get into the woman's side?
No. I accidentally switched stories.
Oh, okay.
But this is another one. He dressed up as a woman. He went to go save this other woman, and like fucking dressed up as a woman to get into this place, and like fucking went ape shit. Like it's been so long since I read the book. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta find it, bro. Gotta find it. He studied. I forgot what fighting style he trained in, but like he fought like 20 people at once, broken ribs. I think a broken wrist, and like he still had to fight all these dudes until it was up.